How you doing, Southern Alberta? This is the Stormbringer bringing you the PZW Match of the Week on Shaw Television. Here we go, Tom. Brandon Van Danielson versus Superfly Dan. Two of the young studs in Power Zone Wrestling. You can see Van Danielson going for the tombstone. Superfly Dan fights his way out. Van Danielson with the upper hand on Superfly Dan. Here's the story, Tom. Both of these wrestlers are booked to wrestle MMA competitor, PZW heavyweight champion Adrian Walls on March 12th at the LCCDA Electric Barn. March 12th, the LCCDA Electric Barn. These two competitors, Brandon Van Danielson. Wow, did you see that knee, Tom? Right between the eyes. Brandon Van Danielson, Superfly Dan, and Adrian Walls in a triple threat match for the PZW Heavyweight Championship. Superfly Dan is currently the #1 ranked competitor in Power Zone Wrestling. When the Power Zone Express program does come out on March 12th, you will see that Superfly Dan is ranked #1 headed into this championship match. Brandon Van Danielson won a 4 corners gauntlet match at this past Wrestle Bash, guaranteeing him a PZW heavyweight championship whenever he sees fit. All he has to do is give the champion, whomever that may be, whenever that may be, 5 minutes notice. That must take place before Wrestle Bash 2008, scheduled for November the 30th. So here's the deal, Tom. Brandon Van Danielson headed into this triple threat match versus Superfly Dan versus Adrian Walls can actually set himself up for a second championship match immediately following the contest. So it's an unbelievable dynamic headed into this matchup, Tom. Something that I'm fully removed from, but myself, the Stormbringer, where I wrestled the assassin Chase Patrick on that evening on Wednesday, March the 12th at the LCCDA Electric Barn. I'm going to be watching this triple threat match closely because I'm intrigued, as everybody else is. Will we have a new champion crowned on March 12th? Even if Brandon Van Danielson is not involved in the decision in the matchup, Tom, he can cash in his guaranteed championship contract and get another match with whomever won, whether it be Superfly Dan or Adrian Walls. Superfly Dan, pound for pound, is easily the best wrestler in Western Canada. I would argue the best independent wrestler in all of Canada. My honest feelings on Superfly Dan. Some of you may have seen D.H. Smith on Monday Night Raw working with World Wrestling Entertainment, the son of Davey Boy Smith. It has been my privilege and honor to have trained with Harry Smith in the past, Harry Smith being his legal name. It has been my privilege and my honor to have trained with Harry Smith in the past. I know Harry Smith has been a huge influence on Superfly Dan's career, has been a huge influence on Superfly Dan as a performer, as a wrestler. The similarities between Superfly Dan and Harry Smith are uncanny. Unbelievably talented young wrestler in Harry Smith, guaranteed to be a future superstar within the industry, currently with WWE. A huge influence and a huge part in molding Superfly Dan. In fact, I've heard rumors that Superfly Dan is scheduled to continue his training with Harry Smith sometime in the near future. I wish Superfly Dan nothing but the best in pursuing that. Superfly Dan on his way to becoming an international wrestling superstar. In the meantime, though, can Superfly Dan get past Brandon Van Danielson and ride the momentum into this triple threat match? You can see the reversal. Some of the most unorthodox and original wrestling maneuvers have come out of these two competitors wrestling each other. These two wrestlers, Tom, are scientists within the ring, constantly coming up with new ways to punish each other, constantly coming up with new ways to try to acquire a victory. It is hard to believe that both of these men are in their early 20s. The impact that they are making on professional wrestling is being felt. You see the reversal. Again, Tom, unorthodox at its best. The reverse, nice shot, a nice forearm shiver to the jaw, Van Danielson. The Irish whip by Superfly Dan. Superfly Dan comes in, the counter by Van Danielson. Superfly Dan maintaining his balance into a beautiful net breaker, almost like a version of the holy roller, Tom, that Kyle Sebastian has made so famous. The kick out by Van Danielson. You can see once again, Tom, the athleticism, both of these wrestlers making it look almost effortless as they lace into each other, trying to grab the upper hand and the momentum heading into the triple threat match for the PZW Heavyweight Championship on March 12th. Big black elbow by Superfly Dan sets him up. He's got Brandon Van Danielson on his shoulders. What's he going for, Tom? What? Oh, wow! Right down into the knee. This has got to be it. Hooks the leg. Great fundamentals out of Superfly Dan. But Brandon Van Danielson with the kick out. Brandon Van Danielson also has training experience with Harry Smith, who we were talking about earlier, who is currently under contract with the WWE, performing as D.H. Smith on Monday Night Raw. Both of these wrestlers heavily influenced by the Hart family of professional wrestling, namely Harry Smith, Davey Boy Smith, Owen Hart, the unbelievable lineage of performers that have come out of the famous Stu Hart dungeon. Both of these wrestlers heavily influenced by that background, Tom. Unbelievable performers. Brandon Van Danielson, BVD versus Superfly Dan. BVD now goes to the eyes, a headbutt. You know what, Tom? It doesn't matter how athletic you are. It doesn't matter how much you have going for you. A thumb to the eye will slow you down anytime. Look at these suplexes. Unbelievable wrestling. Look at the bridge out of Van Danielson. Unbelievable stuff, Tom. I know it's not politically correct to talk about Chris Benoit, but you know what, Tom? That is very Chris Benoit. Look at that counter and the 3 counts. The counter by Superfly Dan, the 3 count triple threat match for the PZW Championship, March the 12th.
Produce.
Turn right.